So welcome back to the campaign. For anyone new, I play games for the storytelling and challenge, which generally means taking my time, trying to stay thematic, and avoiding exploits. If you prefer min-maxing or speeding through content, then my stuff may not be for you, although you're welcome to join us for a while to find out. In Total War Warhammer, that means using some mods to make the campaign and battles slower and harder to try to fit the brutal world of Warhammer, and also fighting all but the most lopsided battles manually. There's a link in the description to the video where I go over all the mods we're using and why. For this campaign, we're playing as Thorek Ironbrow, who has resolved to reforge all the missing artifacts from the broken pieces scattered around the map, and of course conquering territory and crushing the enemies of the dwarves in the process. So far we've defeated one greenskin faction and recaptured one artifact piece, beat back Scarbrand and his demons of Khorne and forced him to find greener pastures to conquer elsewhere, and are now in the process of finishing off Queen Khalida and the Tomb Kings of Lybaras. Okay, so we know the first order of business has got to be to take care of these guys. We definitely don't want them roaming around, raiding our land, and most importantly, we don't want them declaring war on us at a time of their choosing. So we're going to have to basically deviate from our number one priority, which is, of course, Lybaras and Queen Khalida. We're going to have to deviate from that for a moment in order to take care of these guys. I'm also quite concerned about our replenishment. We're getting the tiniest little bit of replenishment with the army that is inside a settlement here. But these guys, even in a camp stance here, not getting any at all. So I'm actually thinking it might behoove us to go ahead and actually build this. It's only 1,000 gold. I mean, that's, I shouldn't say only, because that's not a small amount as far as we're concerned, but we really need replenishment, and I'm a little bit concerned that we're going to be fighting a couple of battles without really any means of replenishing, and of course Lybaras is going to be able to recruit and replenish. So I think it's probably worth 1,000 gold to be able to replenish at all, since we're currently not really able to replenish at all. So that's what I'm thinking, and meanwhile we obviously, I don't think this is going to be that difficult of a fight. If I attack from here, these guys are not actually close enough yet to reinforce, so they should be now. Let's go ahead and make this the first order of business. Maybe they were close enough. I forgot that they weren't, that we're not at war yet. So let's go ahead and declare war on them. We might as well just check really quickly. Okay, we could do a non-aggression pact with Manfred. That's it's interesting, you know, because of course the dwarves and the vampires are always very buddy-buddy. Okay, so let's find the Savage Orc tribes. Here we go, you guys. Let's go ahead and declare war. And let's go ahead and attack them. Start off this episode, unlike usually when I spend 5 minutes kind of talking my way around the strategic situation. Just jump right into battle this time, why not? Obviously, we could have auto-resolved. Probably would have lost, now I didn't even look, I'll bet you we would have lost those Quarrelers that are really badly dinged up had we done that. And we actually need to be pretty careful that we don't lose them, because they have a lot of fast units. I'm just now realizing they have very little in the way of a front line, but they have a lot of fast units and a decent amount of ranged as well. So let's go ahead and let's get our, we want to be able to get, where's our, okay, so here's our supporting, this is the supporting army we care about. So we want to be in a position to kind of link up with them. Let's get our 2 most damaged Quarrelers back here. The rest of you guys, not you, the rest of you guys kind of get, that'll be good enough for now. We're going to go ahead and get all of our frontline units up front where they belong. Let's go ahead and get, no, we want the runesmith to be close to Thorek. We want the Thane to be over here. Okay, so that's everybody for now. Let's go ahead and get this started, and we'll start rearranging while they're on their way towards us. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of make our ranks a little bit deeper here, for the Quarrelers to have a little bit more room to shoot, and we want to not exactly refuse the flank here, but we want to give ourselves a little bit. You know what, I should be doing it on this side actually, because our right flank is going to be covered by the new army that comes in. So let's just move you to here. Actually, let's move all of you a little bit in this direction. We're probably gonna move you back up front. Okay, I probably should at least also be choosing what targets to hit here. Go ahead and hit. Let's go ahead and hit his leader. We want you on guard mode, obviously. You guys are only a minute and a half away. I'm realizing now these guys are actually quite vulnerable back there, because I'm going to end up losing track of all their cav, and they're going to get around behind us there. In fact, in anticipation of that, let's go ahead and get you guys in a far more protective position on them. Let's go ahead and speed things up just a little bit. Actually, I want to get my runesmith. Let's get him forward to where he can drop an explosion on some of these guys. That's good. Okay, now get back. Worked out pretty well. Okay, the Quarrelers, you guys are obviously going to have to switch targets as soon as their cav get into position. How are you looking? 18 seconds. I'm not even worried about the garrison army. They're nothing worth even. They're of so little tactical significance that I'm basically ignoring them. And I don't care if they die, obviously. Okay, how are we looking here? Thorgrim. I'm sorry, not Thorgrim. You're not Thorgrim, you're Thorek. You can drop your bomb as well. Okay, so we're doing pretty well there. Let's go ahead and get these guys up. I think they're pretty much all... Let's get you guys going there. Get everybody on that. Okay, you... just here. Okay, they're hitting us here. Let's go ahead and try to plug that gap. U-turn, U-turn. Okay, this is actually interesting. Their cav are hitting our dwarf warriors here. So we're going to bring these guys around. We need... I think we need to worry more about the cav. Okay, you guys, everybody get on them. You guys try to get over here. You help the Thane out on him. Okay. Victory is in our grasp. That's good. You guys get on there. Alright, boom, boom, go ahead and boom, And why not also boom? You can do another one of these. That's good. Would you drop that? That's good. You guys go ahead and, since you're so badly damaged, I'm not going to worry about you, but... Okay, how are you guys doing? Just a bit of a sloppy mess right now, but that's fine. I think we got everything pretty well under control now. Enemy lords wounded, that's good. I think everything's going to collapse for them now. Surprised it hasn't already. Go ahead and shoot at them, please. You guys go ahead and get on them. You guys too. You guys go ahead and pull back. You guys up there, since you're already there, you might as well hit them. These guys are about to break. There we go, okay. Already killed their lord. Now they are going to, I think, not be destroyed. I believe they will just retreat. Which is unfortunate in one sense. We're going to have to fight them again, but as long as we can reach them, it's okay. I don't mind fighting a second battle. We'll get a teensy-weensy little bit of extra experience out of it. I guess there's no reason in continuing at this point. Okay, we lost a total of 51 models. We did pretty good damage on them. Their army that retreats is not going to be in good shape. In fact, I may even go so far as to say, well, let's see. I was going to say, maybe we could even auto-resolve the follow-up battle, assuming we can even reach them, but I think we will be able to. They were awfully close to our city. Okay. If only this gave us a little bit of extra replenishment, that would have been great, but alas, it does not. So we'll take the treasury and the oath gold.
Let's see what you're worth.
Yeah, we'll be able to reach him from there. No problem. Okay, and we got a couple ranks, including Thorek hitting the milestone of 20, which is quite nice. It is basically, I'm starting to now think about, I really want to do this, even if it's just for thematic reasons. I mean, some of these are quite good anyway. I think all of them actually are of value. So I definitely want to take these. This giving the armor-piercing missile damage for the Coroller units, I think that's too good to pass up. Corollers are not very good with armor-piercing. This doesn't exactly make them good, but it does help. But what I was about to say is, I think I might need to prioritize the blue line a little bit more, not just for Thorek, but really for all lords, because of this right here, casualty replenishment rate. So, for everyone who thought that Dwarven replenishment rates were already impossibly low, well, try cutting them in half from the vanilla starting point, and then you'll see what a new low really is all about. But you know what? We'll adapt to it. We'll figure out a way to make it work for us. Is he close enough? He is not, but he can be. Ooh, I'll have to take him out of that stance, however. Okay. You go ahead to here. You go ahead and hit him.
Attack!
Okay, here's the question. If we auto-resolve, we don't lose any units. But I'm not going to do it anyway. Number one, this is a little bit of a larger army than I feel comfortable auto-resolving. And number two, I really want to minimize our casualties to the utmost. Because right now, every dwarf that goes down is that much longer before we're going to be replenished. And it shouldn't take more than a minute. With the new unit cards, I'm not even sure what that one unit card is of. It was... okay. Yeah, it must be... so we got Orc Boys and Orc Boy Biggins. Okay, so it was the Orc Boy Biggins were the unit card that I did not recognize. Okay, we're pretty much already set up in the same formation that we started the last battle with. I don't really see any real big need to change that. However, I do want to get to the maximum of our grudge thrower range, and I do want to make sure that we've got our right flank a little bit better addressed here. That should be okay, I think. You guys get like this, get like this. In fact, we got a little bit more room here. Well, let's pull you over. Get you like this. Get you like this. That's good. Thorek. Get you a little bit closer to the front. Runesmith. Let's get you frontward as well, where you can cast the rune of Wrath and Ruin. Let's anticipate having to turn our Quarrelers. The unfortunate thing is some of these guys are going to come through the woods, which will make it hard for our Quarrelers to strike them there. Let's go ahead and actually do it like this. Okay, this is good. Let's go ahead and put the Thane. Offer him up as like a little bit of bait. Let's see if they would attack our Thane with everything they've got. They're welcome to, because they ain't going to do anything to them even if they do. Let's go ahead and get you guys like this. Let's get you guys turned that way as well. And you as well. Now, with the trees there, it's probably of very little value to actually turn that way. Okay. And of course, naturally, I forgot to have Thorek and my Runesmith cast their runes. Okay, you turn a little bit more like that. You guys just stay on them, and you stay on them as well. You guys can now turn on them. Okay, alright, this is good. Let's just drop it there. Runesmith. Might as well have you drop yours there. Thorek. And forward. Do they have... okay, here we go. Yes, they have some units there. Go ahead and hit them. You guys help out. You guys might as well help out as well. You guys might as well shoot at them. You guys shoot at them, you hit them, you help out. We've got Thorek and my Runesmith kind of on their own up here. That's probably kind of dumb. Let's get all of you guys moving forward now. I think the Cav is all chased away on that side, so we can go ahead and bring him up. You guys are on your way in. You probably won't get here in time to do anything, though. Alright. Let's go ahead and get you guys. And then you guys, at this point, I'm not even issuing individual orders. It's not the most challenging, micro-intensive of battles, but I'll take it. We lost 32 more models, but I can live with that. Wiped out the entire faction. Okay. This time, well, we can get another 840. I'm not worried about the growth in this province because I plan to give everything in this province away. If it looks like it's going to be very difficult to advance to Lybaras, which would mainly be because our replenishment is so pathetic, then I could make the same mistake as we made before, of giving these to Krokgar and trusting that he will function as a buffer for us. We did not gain any more ranks, not really surprising there. Okay, everything is all hunky-dory there. Let's go ahead and get him into... We want him to move close enough to still be in reinforcement range. Okay. Oh, he did rank up. How did I miss that? Alright. I'm going to start putting points into the blue line on him, I think. So I like... The possibility of intercepting with the underway is not a bad choice. I also like the wall breaker. In fact, I think I may go for the wall breaker with the all of the garrison boosting mods that we're using. We are finding that we actually do need to siege down walled settlements more often, and that's exactly what we wanted. So I think this is a good possibility. Corruption is not bad, but not really a priority, and the construction cost, I'm not gonna worry about that one. So I think we're gonna go with wall breaker. This will get us as high as the third tier is 15% attrition suffered by defender when we're laying siege. Yeah, that's not insignificant. And let's see, do we have any? We don't have any magic items to give him. Okay. All right, and we're going to slowly work toward getting an improved replenishment rate for him, so that we can go from replenishing none to replenishing a tiny little amount. Okay, building upgrade available. We now have enough money from those 2 victories to do something here. The question is what? We've got... I think we've got most of these buildings to where they're most cost effective. I can't really be recruiting Longbeards yet. I just can't afford them. To go from tier 2 to tier 3 toolmakers workshops, it's 100 extra income, but the fact that it costs 1800 means it's an 18 turn delay before it pays for itself. So it's worth doing in the long term, but it's probably not the priority right now. Resetra, again, I don't want to do anything there. Marek, I really don't want to build up this because he has his income reduced by 15%. I mean, it's not nothing, but it's not very good either. And 6,000. I think we just want to save our money to be able to afford the 6,000. Okay, so if we do that, actually we might be able to get some money from Krokgar here. If we initiate diplomacy with him, and we decide to trade him Resetra, and then balance this offer. So we can get a trade agreement plus 627. I think we're going to do this. It blocks us from being able to go back to this area without trespassing, except for the fact that we have underway, use of the underway. And then, of course, I think it's going to be a while before we can go back there anyway, because we really need to take care of Lybaras. Okay. Plus, I like having the trade agreement now with Krokhgar. I feel a little bit better about him. It's vastly improving our diplomatic relations. Let me just check and see if there's any other diplomacy to do. There is not. Okay.
Highborn.
If we can get to the point where we're allied with him, then I think we pick up an artifact piece. So we'll have to see if that is a possibility long term. And anyway, the fact that we were able to do that now means we can afford this. So 8 turns, and then we will, at that point, go ahead and build the Tier 3 garrison building, which is going to cost 3,600 here. It's going to cost 4,800 there. Okay. All right, no problem. All right, before I hit in turn, I just want to think about this for a second. I guess there's probably not really anything else for us to do. Again, I got all this oath gold. Actually, you know what? What is Krokhgar giving us in terms of resources? Let's just double check here and see if there's anything that we can now construct that is worth constructing. No weapons. Ironbeard's armor is not really particularly a favorite of mine. Talismans. A little bit of pottery would be really nice, but unfortunately it's going to be a while, I think. If I click on this, does it? Yeah, it shows me the nearest pottery, and it's all the way over here, which is unfortunate because I think that pottery is also what we need for the Iron Warden's tankard. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, yes, that is most unfortunate. Okay, so there's really nothing else for us to... Any banner runes that I might want? Missile strength. These are all for artillery, and I don't really have a ton of artillery to mess around with. I guess I do have the Regiment of Renown, which I could go ahead and do. Master Rune of Immolation. It's 25 Oath Gold, so might as well. And then we will go ahead and give that to... to this guy, this fella. Master Rune of Immolation. There we go. Okay. And we'll assign it here to our gob loppers. Okay. Alright. Enough beating around the bush. Let's go ahead and actually...
If you want something done right...
I'm tempted to pull the Thane out. And in fact, I'm going to do that. The Thane is going to move forward. And give us eyes on the enemy here. Looks like he doesn't have to go any further. He can see them just fine from here. King Seketka. I will never try to say that again. And Lybaras is tier 3. Actually, they're not as formidable. I was thinking that they were the province capital, but they're not. And they don't have walls, or the, sorry, not the walls, but the defensive building built, so that's extremely takeable. Alright. Now, of course, when I say it's extremely takeable, how many turns is it going to take us to even get there? Probably 3. And by that point, he'll have a full stack of 20. Ah! Ah! Oh dear, he wounded our Thane. That is unfortunate. Don't like that at all. Okay, we got the Toolmakers Guild Technology Research. That's good. I wonder what level his hero is here. Level? You gotta be kidding me. A level 3 hero wounded our... Can I see what level? I can't see what level our Thane is, but he's quite a bit higher level than that. That is most annoying.
Hammer and anvil.
Okay, so I'm assuming Thorek, if you come out into the world outside the settlement, you immediately lose all replenishment. Is that correct?
Always
No.
our best.
Okay. That's good. Tiny little bit of replenishment. 1 troop per turn. Okay. Well, it's better than nothing.
Dot. No honest work without sweat.
What about you? Are you getting any? You're getting a little bit now as well. Okay, that's interesting.
For clan honor.
Can you get... Let's get you
Sweltering.
all the way up here. You can be the vanguard.
Lads, we move.
All right. We can now see the enemy, so that's good.
Ready?
And... Well, we're not going to do anything. Oh, that's why we have a tiny little bit of replenishment. It's because it only took 1 turn to build that. Wow, I thought it would take longer than that. 2 turns to build the next tier. I wonder if that's worth doing. 1,600 for 2%. That would probably double us from 1 troop per turn to 2 troops per turn. It's a thought. I'm not going to decide just yet. Instead, I'm going to look to see if we have a better use for our very limited funds. No, I don't want to upgrade any of those. I'm not ready to upgrade anything here. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd like to upgrade everything, but I just don't think it's the best use for our funds right now. And, well... 9,000 to be able to upgrade Karak Zorn. Well, maybe this is... It's going to be 2 turns. Yeah, no, I don't think so, because in 2 turns I'm hoping to be in his territory and putting the scare into him. So, no, I'm not going to do it. And that means... You know what? Is there anything here that does... There's no search function here. Yes, there is. Replenishment. Is there anything here? Okay, that's absolutely not what I was expecting. I thought it would highlight something that... Ah, there we go. It does. Okay, all the way up there. Okay, casualty replenishment rate plus 1%. Good to know. Not going to happen anytime soon. Okay, let's go ahead and get maybe interlocking shields might be good. Heavy, what is this? How do you say that? Cairnstones? Cairnstones? I think I want to, since these are 1 turn less each, I think I'm going to go ahead and fill out this row right here, this column, I should say. So let's go ahead and take let's take them all. Let's get called a clan. Won't hurt, because we will be recruiting more dwarf warriors, I'm sure. And I'm sure diplomatically there's not going to be much for us to do here.
It is night.
Lybaras,
It's actually less likely that they would have peace with us at this point. I wonder if losing our Thane, if that's the reason. Okay, let's go ahead and advance this another turn. He's not recruiting right now. This king, King Seketka is not recruiting. Which is very curious. Wonder if there's a second army over there that's doing some recruiting, and we're close enough to be able to see Lybaras itself, but not a second army. That's a possibility, because I can't imagine why he would not be recruiting.
It's like a furnace.
Okay, so what we want to do... Yeah, he's at 10 units. He's got another 15 to reinforce. That's a total of 25. I'm tempted to use the underway stance here. How far can we get if we use it? That is close enough for him to attack us. I can get further, actually, if I just use the march stance, of course, but that makes us definitely very vulnerable. It makes us tired in battle, which is not great. Suboptimal. And of course, we're also pretty dinged up here, but if I can get him to attack us with 25, we can win that fight. Let me just make sure he doesn't have another army. No, I don't think he's got another army. At 120, I really don't think he's got another army. So... if we go... Actually, you know, we have the Dedrick Grudge here, so let's go ahead and use you. We'll move you in here in raiding stance. We'll just go ahead and get that grudge off the books. You, then... I wonder if I moved him to here and gave him an extra turn to replenish. If he would be close enough to reinforce. I don't think that's our most effective use. I think we want them to attack us. They're not going to. We can't move close enough for their settlement garrison to come out and help. So we are safe from attack, no matter where we move to. So we might as well move as far in as we can. They're definitely not going to attack us with a stack of 10. Even with 2 heroes in it. And of course we've now lost our replenishment. So this is the army. You go to war with the army you've got, not the army you wish you had. Okay, don't think there's... In fact, I'm tempted to go ahead and delete these things from Doomglade. I'm not going to do it just yet. Let's see what happens over the next turn before I start clearing out all the buildings from Doomglade and then hand it over to Krokgar. Alright, and here we have 5,200. That's good, actually. That's... Oh, we're making a lot more money. I wasn't really paying close attention. So we're making some good money now. That's enough for us to go ahead and I think start upgrading some more of this stuff. So let's go ahead and get our econ buildings improved. And that's all we can do this turn. But that's okay. And we'll even be able to, if we can clear out Lybaras, we can then, I think, disband our regiments of renown, because they're quite expensive. Okay. And replace them, obviously, with other troops, because we don't want to completely weaken ourselves. All right, let's see how this goes. Grudge removed. That's good. You, as dwarves, you definitely like to get rid of the grudges. If he does nothing, then I'm going to lay siege. I wish I could lay siege with Tecton because of that skill point that I just put on him, to increase the amount of attrition that they suffer from sieges, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to be able to reach. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, since it's not a walled settlement, maybe we just go ahead and attack right away anyway. I wish I had my Thane. That's my one regret here. And can we reach? We can reach. But you cannot.
Onward. Aye,
No.
grudges will be settled.
Alright, so you got a rank. Let's go ahead and give that to you. One more turn, and he'll, or one more level, and he will have immortality, which will be very nice. Anything here of major importance? Let's see, what rune do I use the second most often after Wrath and Ruin? Not that one. Is it Negation, maybe? Yeah, Negation's good. Let's do that. Okay. And Thorek, let's go ahead and get you laying siege. Close victory. Let's encircle and bring our other army up. Thought for a second I misclicked and hit the auto-resolve button there. That would be a disaster. Okay. Yeah, if I keep him in regular stance, he cannot reach this turn, so I'm going to have to
summon me if you dare.
Use this stance. And so,
Axes and hammers.
Let's take a look at this. I want to see what the layout... Still close victory. Let's see what the layout of this is. That's right, it's just a field battle. I was thinking that it was going to be a settlement battle. Okay. Alright, well, we can win this. It is definitely conceivable. He's got enough units here that it's conceivable. Plus he can summon the Ushabti. We could lose some of our weakened units, but it's definitely going to be worth it if we can wipe Lybaras out. And we have some trees. Maybe we can hide our most damaged units. It's really only those quarrelers that are my concern. Everything else looks... Everything else I think can survive. Even the dwarf warriors who are pretty badly dinged up, I still... They're tough enough that I think they can survive. Where are our reinforcements coming in? Directly behind us here. Let's set everybody up on this side of this rock here. Actually, the way that they're coming in, let's set up more like this. And let's thin you out a little bit. Okay. Back you up a little bit. Thorek, let's get you over here with the runesmith, and we don't have the thing to put over here, but we'll have Tecton come in. Now, here's the question. If I put you back here, are you hidden? You are hidden there. You're probably a little bit too close to the action, however. You're not hidden there. Well, I'm gonna run him backwards if I can and get him like into those trees back there. I have to remember to do that first thing when the battle starts. And you guys, let's go ahead and get you in the middle here. And obviously, they're nowhere near grudge thrower range. Let's go ahead and start battle. Are they going to come towards us? They are. Okay. Oh, for sure. Let's get you hidden. I don't know. That's risky. I might even retreat him off the battlefield. I might need to do that. Are you not hidden yet? Why are you not hidden?
Move!
Alright, I'm just wasting time at this point. Let's go ahead and speed things up here. He is not hidden. Alright, get off the battlefield. Withdraw. I don't want to risk you. Okay, back to the matter at hand. Let's go ahead and move you guys a little bit closer here. You know what? They weren't. Never mind. Don't withdraw. I thought they were coming after you, but they're actually. I think they're just rearranging their front line. We can pull them this way. We can hide them behind our other troops, I think. And we can withdraw. We'll keep them back here where we can withdraw them if we need to. What are we looking at here? A couple more seconds. There they are. Okay. Alright, you Slayers, let's get you into a control group. Let's make you my 5. You guys, bring you all the way over here. You're my extreme left flank. Now let's get all the main frontline guys, including the miners there, with blasting charges, and including the iron breakers. Let's form up our front line like this. And my back line of quarrelers, obviously right behind them. If I can figure out the controls. Okay, and then both of our... Let's go ahead and get him over here. Let's go ahead and get you guys up here with the warriors, the other warriors. Okay, I think we're arranged the way that we want. Let's get you guys all like this. Speed things up. And where's Tecton? Tecton, you get up here. Okay, so we got to thin out our front line. So let's do that, although some of it's just not here yet. Maybe we don't want to thin it out too much. Maybe we want to stay kind of packed in. I don't think he's got... He doesn't have catapults, does he? Caskets of souls or... Okay, alright. You... But I'm just worried he's going to summon a Shabti on him. Let's go ahead and... You know what? Let's go ahead and get you there. And... Meanwhile, let's move everybody. Like this. Let's see if we can get the catapults up here on the high ground. Where's Tecton? Kind of in the middle there. Let's get him on the far right. Okay. They are not moving, are they? They want to wait for us to come to them. Well, we're going to sort of do that with our Slayers. Oops. You. I want you to be in here. And then all of you guys just keep moving like this. Are we going to be close enough now? We're going to be close. Wow, he's still not moving. Okay. All right. Well, now our catapults can reach, so they'll move pretty soon now. Let's go ahead and it's going to be too hard to hit those chariots and horsemen. So we might as well hit these guys. Let's go ahead and put them on guard mode. Surprised his army's not moving forward yet. Let's get all of you guys moving just a little bit closer. You guys go ahead and attack there. Now let's go ahead and put this on regular speed. You guys try to hit them. I'm a little curious how this fight's going to go between two really, really badly damaged units of Slayers and one Nehikara horseman unit. They're kind of doing, the horsemen are doing better than I thought they would, but let's go ahead and get Thorek moving forward. Yeah, we're still going to win the fight, but these Slayers are down to 7 models. Okay, so what is he doing over here? A little hard to tell. The reason I kind of am sacrificing these Slayers is because after this fight, I don't need them anymore anyway, so I'm happy to lose them. They will have served their purpose, and thematically, that's, you know, they'll have served the... It's better thematically for them to die in battle than it is to just disband them after battle, if that makes any sense. I know a lot of players aren't going to really understand why I would do such a thing, but those sorts of things are actually the kinds of things I think about sometimes. So, let's get this flank covered a little bit better. Let's actually kind of use our characters here as a little bit more bait. Okay, this is interesting.
Strike the runes.
Alright, that worked pretty well. What about you? Can you hit them as well? Hit combination of them and those warriors? That would be good. Slayers, you pull back a little bit. Actually, no, you get on those stalkers. Those stalkers are in pretty bad shape, I think. Runesmith, pull back. Okay, you guys over here, I think our left flank is pretty secure right now. It's our right flank we have to worry about. Oh, the stalkers are all dead. Interesting. Go ahead and charge in and die in battle against those archers if you don't mind. Let's go ahead and get you guys firing at him. Let's get our general here, Tecton, on him as well. Okay, we gotta pull them back. This is another regiment of renown that I don't mind losing, but thematically I don't really need to lose them in battle. I'd rather have them for the rest of this battle. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, this is good. This is where they summoned you, Shabtu. That's fine with me. Okay. Let's go ahead and get Thorek here. on them, I guess.
The anvil's might. Oath and
So
skill.
Shabti are going down. What about our runesmith here? Let's go ahead and get damage resistance on him. On Thorek. Okay, that's all good. Let's go ahead and get everybody there on them. How we doing here? We took down his lord. That's good. You guys turn this way if you don't mind. You can go ahead and engage them. You as well. Okay, you guys are getting shot up pretty good there in the front line, but there's not a ton I can do about that right now. Tekton, we're doing okay. You miners, okay. Let's go ahead and try to start taking out his ranged units. What about our catapults here? Out of ammo. You, however, have a little bit left. You go ahead and shoot at those archers. You guys stay on them. Everybody, actually you stay on them as well, but you guys go ahead and shoot at them. And you guys get in there. Okay, our front line is, at this point, not worth maintaining its integrity because theirs has disintegrated. So it's better for us to just get everybody involved in the fight. Let's get you guys fighting there. Nehikar Warrior should be in bad shape. Our Slayer's still alive. It's very interesting. Let's go ahead and blow up those archers. And you can blow up those archers. This is going pretty well, I think. Get everybody, get these blobs kind of doing maximum damage. Okay, we got a couple guys here that aren't attacking. Why is that? Thought with the babysitter mod they would.
Ancestor gods!
Okay, I think everybody's disintegrating now. Not quite everybody. Over here on this other flank, we've got some survivors. Okay, let's get all of our warriors on heading in this direction. Except let's get you on them. You can help out. Thorek, you on them. Okay. Go ahead on. Okay, they're all disintegrating now. This is good. All right. Very good. This has fit nicely into one episode, the entirety of our offensive against Lybaras. Wipe them out. The only thing left to do, and this will have to wait until next episode, I think. Well, no, I guess we can do it. We have time for one more intern in this one. Only thing left to do then is start handing settlements over to Krokgar, I think. And decide, are we ready to go to war against the Silver Dawn? Or whatever their faction name is right now. Alright, so that's good to see. The only units we lost, okay, so we did end up losing the Slayers. Perfect. Absolutely what we wanted. The Slayers died gloriously in battle. Everybody else survived. We wiped out our #1 enemy for the moment. Everything's perfect. Okay. A little bit tempting to sack, but I think what we want to do instead is go ahead and occupy. I'm tempted to loot and occupy, but I just don't feel like that's a dwarven thing to do. So instead we're just going to occupy. Audacious, very good. Income from all buildings, another dwarf bride. Faction destroyed, Court of Lybaras. Excellent. And we got some more tiers. Or some more levels. Some more traits. Assault expert. Okay, I think I'm actually going to leave it there for this episode because it'll be actually a little bit helpful at the
Thorek,
beginning
Ironbrow.
of the next episode to have to apply
Of the lake.
the skills. Ooh, we're suffering. Oh, we're in the desert. That's why. Okay.
Enrique.
Forcing me to assign the skill ups will make me think ahead again about our strategy in this. So that's a good thing to do, to kind of force myself to think strategically at the beginning of the next episode. So, pretty successful, I think. We are, correct me if I'm wrong, we are now at war with nobody. Well, that won't last long because we are definitely going to go to war here with the City of Dawn. My understanding is that these faction names change as they grow bigger and bigger. Because of the faction name mod that we're using. I'll have to pay more attention to that, but I kind of like the sound of that. But anyway, okay. Don't think there's really anything else to say. We kind of know what's going to happen moving forward, and we're going to have to find ourselves a new enemy, which that great big circle there around Lamia certainly makes them a priority target. So, again, any comments are welcome, and thank you all so much for sticking with me this long. I hope that it's been at least mildly entertaining, and I will see you all in the next one.